Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Patrick Bodner, Vice Provost of Parker University, and I'm honored to celebrate this virtual commencement with the class of August 2020. To continue our ceremony, please join me in standing for the singing of the national anthem by Parker University alumna Dr. Robin Boshears Patrick. Afterwards, please remain standing for the invocation.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please bow your heads. Generous and loving God, today our hearts are filled with gratitude. Thank you for guiding us to this wondrous commencement day. We realize that this may be a bittersweet moment for some because of the many people who have recently suffered loss. Please grant peace to those whose loved ones have passed and accept those who died into your kingdom. Though there has been much suffering and anguish, we have also seen mercy, love, and selflessness in each other. Please bless all of those who have been on the front lines helping those in need as we take a moment of silence for those who have experienced loss and hardship. Thank you for our graduates' family and friends, teachers and mentors who have helped them get to this moment and see that great things are in the reach of those who serve others. We hope their happiness be at least as great as ours on this occasion. Bless all faculty, administration, and staff at Parker University who have educated our graduates intellectually, spiritually, and physically. Wherever life takes our graduates, please grant them trust in themselves and others, courage to stand up for what is right and just, and empathy and compassion to be a force of light for people in need. Please help them see that dreaming isn't about self-gain, but rather seeing beyond that what limits, harms, and agonizes humankind. In your name we pray, amen. Thank you, and please take your seats. Please join me in welcoming Parker University's Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Jane Michella.
Thank you, Dr. Bodner. I'm pleased to virtually welcome everyone here today. Graduates, commencement marks a major milestone in your lives. As you begin this new journey, please join me in thanking a very important group of people, your parents, family members, and friends. They are also special guests of honor at today's celebration. We would like to take this opportunity to recognize the many veterans, active duty military personnel, and military family members with us today. On behalf of the Parker University family, thank you for your service to our country. We also believe that it is very appropriate and important to recognize a group of dedicated individuals who have given much time and effort to assist these graduates in achieving their goals and helped make this day possible. To friends, family, and loved ones who have supported our graduates, thank you. We at Parker University believe we have the finest faculty and staff of any institution in the world. I would like to recognize our faculty and staff for the outstanding work they do every day. Parker University officially opened September 12, 1982, with 27 students in Irving, Texas. The charter class graduated in September 1985. Parker University now offers 29 programs and leads the way in patient-centric, collaborative, and conservative healthcare education, clinical practice, research, and service. Today, for the College of Chiropractic program, we are participating in the 105th commencement of Parker University. There are 61 graduates in this class, making a total of 7,646 from our chiropractic program. In addition, Parker University is also conferring degrees for the Master of Clinical Neuroscience and Master of Neuroscience programs. We will also award a Bachelor of Science with a major in anatomy and a Bachelor of Science with a major in health and wellness. Finally, we are also celebrating the 17th commencement program of the College of Health Science and our 15th commencement program for the College of Business and Technology. And it is now my distinct honor to introduce our virtual platform party. Dr. William Morgan, President. Dr. Oliver Smith, Chairman of the Parker University Board of Trustees. Dr. Patrick Bodner, Vice Provost. Dr. Dana Lawrence, Associate Provost of Education and Research. Dr. Drew Reif, Dean of the Colleges of Health Science and Business and Technology. Dr. Celia McGuire, Dean of Academics for the College of Chiropractic. Dr. Leon Tom, Dean of Clinics for the College of Chiropractic. Dr. Don Dishman, Dean for the Neuroscience Master's Programs and Special Projects. Dr. Tammy Fogarty, Dean of Health and Human Performance. Ms. Elena Mount, Dean of Student Development, Student Affairs. Dr. Eric Russell, Dean of Student Engagement, Student Affairs. Mr. Eric Hale, our commencement speaker.
The Robert J. Suppeth Service and Leadership Award is presented to a graduating College of Chiropractic student upon the recommendation of a select committee comprised of faculty, staff, and administrators in recognition of their dedication and service that reflects the exemplary service and leadership of Dr. Suppeth, who served as Chairman of the Board of Trustees from 1987 to 2003. Please join me in congratulating Alex Naquin. Congratulations, Alex.
Each commencement, the James W. Parker Philosophy Award Committee selects a member of the College of Chiropractic graduating class to be recognized for the exceptional abilities of espousing the philosophy, science, and art of the chiropractic profession, as well as incorporating into their own professional philosophy those principles which have become the hallmark of Parker College of Chiropractic. Please join with me in congratulating Justin Garcia.
The valedictorian and salutatorian designations are very special recognitions of American higher education and for the Doctor of Chiropractic program. Salutatorian comes from the Latin root salutatorius, meaning pertaining to visiting or greeting. Beginning in the early 18th century, the salutatorian designated the person giving the welcoming address at a college commencement. In current usage, the salutatorian is an academic title given in the United States and Canada to the second highest graduate based upon grade point average of the entire graduating class. While the salutatorian no longer technically delivers the welcoming address, the salutatorian is the first student to speak at Parker University's graduation ceremony. The rank of second in class in the Doctor of Chiropractic program is one of academic achievement. Parker University's salutatorian is a student who has attained a 3.71 grade point average. Please join me in congratulating Benjamin Rogers.
When thinking about doing this speech, I initially wanted to do 7 to 8 minutes of stand-up comedy and then hit home at the end. But with a time constraint of 3 to 5 minutes, I figured I'll stick to the important stuff. I could mention so many experiences I went through at school that made an impact and changed me. I would love to mention everyone by name that helped me along the way, but I would accidentally forget someone and most certainly run out of time. So I want to mention just 2 things: being world class and community. I have always understood the value of hard work. My parents instilled that in me as a child, and they still do to this day. Nothing is given to you, and everything must be earned. I'm not talking about the hustle like you may have heard. That's just a way to earn a quick buck and is associated with monetary growth. I'm talking about honest, hard work you dedicate yourself to over years that improves not only yours and your family's lives, but the lives of everyone you come in contact with. The kind of diligence that will push you to dedicate yourself to your craft. The hours upon hours that come with poring over books, attending lectures, studying, and practicing your skills to achieve mastery. Some of you may disagree with this, but hold on to your seats. Mastery as some sort of destination is a farce. Mastery is not something to be obtained, and once you have it, you will be considered world-class, and people will pay hundreds of dollars to come to your seminars because you're some sort of guru. No, no, no. Mastery is in the journey. You cannot become world-class unless you put in the hours upon hours of work and constantly strive to grow and change the world. And you most certainly cannot maintain mastery unless you deny complacency and never settle on what you already know as enough. See every patient as an opportunity to serve. See every obstacle as an opportunity to overcome. I'm thankful for what I learned in school, but that's just a drop in the ocean of our profession and our lives. If you're not growing, you're dying. There is no maintenance. As the world-renowned violinist Vlad Horowitz said, if I don't practice for 1 day, I notice. If I don't practice for 2 days, my wife notices. If I don't practice for 3 days, the world notices. However, this cannot and will not be attained alone. I'm an introvert. Always have been, always will be. So when I started school, I had the lone wolf mentality. I was going to get through this, and I was going to remain the island that I thought I was. How foolish. When I started school, I had a wife and 2 kids at home. I was already not in this fight by myself. At the time, I didn't realize what a wonderful source of strength having my family at home would be. Then, when Dr. G got up on day 1 of DAA and scared everyone straight, I had to change my perspective on things. I started to attempt group studying. At first, I admit, I was pretty lousy at this and my ego kept getting in the way. After a few trimesters, I started to get the hang of it, and it became the best thing to happen, not only for my academic career, but for my home life as well. I found a group, sometimes groups, of dedicated individuals that were driven and wanted to genuinely learn the material, and we studied at school. We were fairly efficient at this because you can fact check me, asking my wife if you want, but I only studied at home a handful of times in our 3 years of schooling. I didn't want to take away from family time because they're far more important to me than any school or job will ever be. I am thankful for the uncommon generosity that my family and I have received on multiple occasions. This list is too long to start naming names, but you know who you are, and I am very thankful for each and every one of you. I am thankful for the professors who genuinely cared and wanted nothing more than to help not only myself, but each and every student achieve more than they thought possible. Again, the list is too long to start naming names. I am thankful for the friends who I was able to study with and share an inordinate number of hours with weekly. Again, the list is too long to even begin. I'm thankful for a class that was always so interested and invested in the lives of my children. I'm even more thankful for my wife, Rachel, and 4 wonderful kids. Without their love and support from home, I most certainly couldn't have accomplished any of this. I am most thankful for a God who has blessed us with community and a brotherly love that binds us together. We have shared each other's successes, failures, births, deaths. We have shared life together. Please, find your community, a partner, friends, or associate that makes you want to achieve greatness. Surround yourself with people who will be supportive and lovingly give you a kick in the butt when you need one. If times are tough, you have to have someone to lean on and share your burdens with. Conversely, the pinnacle of success can be an awfully lonely place if you have no one to share it with and nothing driving you forward besides achievement alone. I want to close with a quote I know we all heard on day 1 of DAA, and I hope it makes an impact on you, much like it has on me. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Thank you.
The word valedictorian is taken from the Latin root validicere, meaning to bid farewell. The valedictorian title is historically rooted in the student's traditional role as the final speaker at college graduation ceremony. In current North American usage, the valedictorian is the academic title given to the graduate with the highest cumulative grade point average of the entire class. And while no longer the final speaker at commencement, the valedictorian is the final student speaker. The rank of first in the graduating class represents an academic achievement in the Doctor of Chiropractic program at Parker University, an achievement based on sustained effort over several years. Parker's valedictorian completed this challenging course of study with a cumulative grade point average of 3.80. Please join me in congratulating Brock Farron.
Hello classmates, I brought you to where I grew up. Thought I ought to invite you in as I think you've all become a part of my family. Now, first off, I would like to thank everyone that has helped me get where I am today. And first and foremost, I'd like to thank my Father in heaven for all of the miracles he pulled, all the strings that he played to get me where I am today, the obstacles he moved out of my way, the opportunities he put in my path, the people he brought in my life. The number is ridiculous. I can't account for everything that he's done, but I'm extremely grateful for all that he's done. Next, I'm grateful for my family, my parents for raising me, my wife and my in-laws for raising her. I'm grateful for my children as well. My wife and my children have put up with a lot, all the frustration and the stress that I brought home with me, that they were always there to help me keep going forward. And I'm grateful to you for being patient and always being optimistic and moving me forward. And next, I'd like to thank you, my classmates, who have toiled long days, nights, weekends, and much more so that we can all learn and grow together and be better doctors because of it, and that we could succeed as students. I've come to love each and every one of you, and I'm grateful for all that you've done to help me get where I am today. Probably should have tried to help someone else a little bit more so it wasn't me speaking to you and someone was a little better at it. Next, I'm grateful for all of our teachers and faculty who have taught us and instructed us and helped us to get to the point where we are today, that we can be the best doctors that we can be for the patients that we will see. And that means a lot. I'm grateful for all your sacrifices to learn what you have learned and taking away from other opportunities maybe to make more money to help us be better. Now, I want to share a story with you. When I was a teenager, I began climbing mountains. It all started when a group of friends and I ran to the foot of this mountain. And we all said in near unison, "Let's climb it." So we did. And what a great discovery that was. And it's something that I've enjoyed doing ever since. Now, we did not follow a beaten path. You probably can't see one anywhere because there's not one. But we blazed our own trail. In a lot of ways, this is similar to our experience at Parker. We all saw a mountain of fascination, of hope and dreams, and we all embarked on a journey that held many perils, more than we ever thought. But here we stand together as doctors. Now, can I share something I learned with you when I first summited this mountain? I learned that this mountain did not stand alone, nor was it the greatest in height. So I returned and climbed the next one. Now, the loose rocks below the feet gave way, and the wind howled. Large boulders and ridges stood in the way. But at the end of every journey, there was such beauty and sense of accomplishment, while always looking off in the distance to greater heights. Now, there are many more mountains that we will climb than this one. And each will have their struggles, but each will carry with it an equal sense of joy and accomplishment. Never stop climbing. What a privilege it is to know what we have come to know, and to see what we have seen, and to do what we get to do. Never stop climbing. Embrace every challenge and you will ascend to heights and witness the majesty that so few will ever have the privilege of seeing. Thank you for all taking this journey with me and making it possible. Happy climbing.
Why wait for Superman when you have a cape in the closet? These are words Eric Hale exemplifies by his actions in and out of the classroom. Eric Hale is an award-winning, self-contained kindergarten and first grade teacher at David G. Burnett Elementary School in Dallas. He has a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Leadership from Wright State University in Fairborn, Ohio, and a Master of Education in Educational Administration from Texas A&M University at Commerce, Texas. Mr. Hale lays the foundation for mastery of English, mathematics, science, and social studies, while simultaneously raising the social and emotional self-esteem of his students and their parents. He delivers a holistic approach to education, focusing on impacting not only students in his school community, but Dallas Independent School District, the state of Texas, and America. Mr. Hale was born into poverty and endured years of trauma and abuse by his parents. He was able to turn his pain into purpose because of the investment a teacher made in him as a child. He uses his background understanding of poverty and trauma to guide his students to excellence no matter what the obstacle. Mr. Hale empowers his students educationally, emotionally, and socially so they can thrive at the highest levels of global society. Because of his experiences, Mr. Hale is an advocate for all children, but especially those growing up in poverty. Please help me welcome to the podium Mr. Eric Hale.
A person is not defined by the obstacles in life, but how they overcome them. But I know that I'm preaching to the choir. See, within a 6-month span, Parker University class of 2020, you guys had to deal with an F3 tornado that ravaged your community, that was full of destruction. But instead of focusing on the destruction, you turn that into determination. And you're still here. And we at Parker University want to celebrate you for all you've been through, all you're currently going through, and all you're going to accomplish in the future. We are so proud of you. F3 tornado didn't stop you. Global pandemic didn't stop you. So I would wager that nothing in your future is going to stop you from being great. Parker University, class of 2020, you will not be defined by a tornado or be defined by a pandemic. You will be defined by your heart and by your character and by your willingness to succeed in spite of all the odds. You, class of 2020, will be regarded as the most resilient class in Parker history. People saw how much you lost. But instead of focusing on that, you focused on the legacy that you were going to create and the legacy that you were going to lead. People saw the pain of what you went through. Instead of focusing on the pain, you focused on the potential to do great things. Once again, you're still here. We honor you. We honor you for making the decision, for making the choice to turn your pain into power and then turn that power into purpose. Parker University class of 2020, it was your destiny to go through these obstacles, to overcome these obstacles, to look at these obstacles as just another opportunity to share with the world your greatness. You are now free to use your healing hands to help not only the community, your local DFW community, but to help the entire world, to let your light shine bright in the world of medicine. For 1 second, never let people discredit your worth in the medical community. There are thousands and millions of people that seek you out for a cure, for a remedy, for a way to help them overcome their obstacles, their addictions, their pains. Sometimes these pains go so far back, decades, and you are the only one with the healing hands that are capable to help them, to relieve the pain, to help them break the cycle of addiction. So your place in the medical community is needed. So, yes, this is the commencement speech. Yes, you have graduated from Parker University, but you are not at the finish line. This is merely the beginning of your marathon. See, my voice is nothing but the trigger on the gun at the start of the race. You have so much more to give to your community, to America, and to the world. Now is your time. The tornado, the pandemic, it was merely one chapter in the novel of life. You're blessed to have the opportunity to continue writing your personal novel. And when you are done writing your book, you'll be able to look back on the fond memories. Look back on the sad ones too. Because whatever you've lost and the pain that you've shared with your classmates, you overcome all of them. Like I said earlier, this is an historic class at Parker University. You will go down in the history books of this great university. We salute you. We honor you. We appreciate you allowing us to be a part of your celebration. And we thank you for that. Parker University, class of 2020, we celebrate you. We know that you're going to lead a legacy of greatness. The same way I lead a legacy of greatness in my classroom. See, I teach all my children, regardless of the circumstances, that they are not only going to be productive members of society, but they are going to be great members of society. And that everybody's born with some kind of special, some kind of greatness. And so I want to leave you with this. Any obstacle from here on out is nothing compared to what you've already been through. You, like the students I teach, are true champions. and there's nothing that you can't accomplish or will not accomplish. Because after a pandemic, after a tornado, it's a small thing to a giant. And you, class of 2020, Parker University, are true giants. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Hale. Parker University is empowered by the accreditation of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges and the state of Texas to award degrees for the following programs: Doctor of Chiropractic, Master of Science in Clinical Neuroscience, Master of Science in Neuroscience, Bachelor of Science with a major in Anatomy, and a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in Health and Wellness. Dr. Drew Reif, Dean of the College of Health Sciences, will now confer the degrees awarded in the College of Business and Technology and the College of Health Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Bodner. In the College of Business and Technology, we will have graduates from the following programs: Master of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Bachelor of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems, Bachelor of Science in General Studies, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management, Associate of Applied Science in Health Information Technology, Associate of Science in Computer Information Systems, Associate of Science in General Studies, and a Certificate in Information Technology. In the College of Health Sciences, we have the graduates in the following programs: Associates of Applied Science in Massage Therapy, Associate of Applied Science in Occupational Therapy, Associate of Applied Science in Radiologic Technology, and a Certificate in Massage Therapy. Congratulations to you all.
I present to you the graduating class of August 2020. The faculty have determined that each of these students has completed or will soon complete all the requirements for the degree, and the faculty have certified them as being worthy of the title and degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Additionally, we have graduates that will be receiving honors today. Those graduates are awarded as the following: cum laude with praise, grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.74. Magna cum laude with great honor, grade point averages of 3.75 to 3.89. Summa cum laude with highest praise, grade point averages of 3.9 to 4.0. And with honors, certificate graduates with a grade point average of 3.5 to 4.0.
Malik Abdullah, Daniel Aiden, Charles Richard Allison, Kyle A. Anderson, Asef Agapur Maleki, Abeba Bekele Atinafa, Helena Ayano, Ebony Baker, Norma Alicia Ballard, Benjamin Allen Rogers, Brandon Blaustein, Jorge L. Bonilla Velez, Chris Simone Bradley, Janicia Chantel Brown, Sean Brown, Zach Cambron, Octavio Casas, Matthew Nicholas Centofanti, Courtney Taylor Clardy, Roy Christopher Cole, Evelyn Catherine Collins, Ovita Kota, Linzetta A. Counter, Shane Jeffrey Countryman, Courtney Elizabeth Hayden, Courtney Reynolds. Paul David Cross. Brianna Deshay Dade. Fu Dam. Madison De Hoyos. Jasmine N. Denton. Rachel Lauren Diaz. Troy DeMay. Nolan C. Etheridge. Aaliyah Kiana Farquharson. Zachary James Foreman. Alexandra K. Foshin. Karts Paul Gaidos. Kimberly Michelle Garbarini Figueroa. Justin Travis Garcia. Sarah Garcia. Jessica Geis. Hunter Matthew George. Samantha Goebel. Spencer Goddard. Courtney E. Hayden. Gary Charles Hockenadel III. Danielle Horning. Brooke Nicole Hurst. John Michael Hutcherson. Chelsea Marie Jones. Michaela Gail Carnes. Kelly Jo Richard. Nikki Kirk. Wendy Lynn Kitterman. Stuart Crick. Tanner Jacob Kurz. Jessica DeMaurice Lavender. Desiree Luna. Haley Marie Lutz. Joanna Martin. Sarah Ann Martin. Ralph Esteban Martinez. Caleb Neal Malden. Trayshawn McDaniel. Michael Brock Farron. Mackenzie Lee Moninger. Andrea Doremi Montgomery. Mariah Lachey Moore. Alex Michael Nacken. Jesus Ivan Nevarez. Samuel Oyeyemi Oyenia. Dong Yun Park. Catherine Perrick. Rhodey Parrish. Courtney Michelle George. Lisa Phillips. Paul N. Pollock. Gregory Polson. Laura Danielle Randolph. Cassidy Michelle Ransom. Thomas Michael Redenbaugh. Courtney Reynolds. Daracia Lenice Riggs. Lucy Rodriguez. Shanali Ramirez Rodriguez. Taylor K. Rodriguez. Derek Dion Ross. Yasmin Rubalcaba. Idalia Sanchez. Bradley Seaton. Bree Alexander Serrano. Shane Jeffrey Countryman. Jennifer Sheffield. Edgar Silva. Travis Dean Stewart. Hayden Story. Yvette M. Crump. Monica Suarez. Connor Paul Thomas. Melina Thrasher. Parker Tolliver. Daphne Delgado Tolman. Genesis Arlette Traves Arana. Christina Trimble. Tiffany Tercios. Jackie L. Twiner. Chioma Helen Ubani. Jose Ryan Bayo. Elena N. Vaughn. Alan Joseph Venegas. Kyra Kavi Webb. J.C. Wells. Cedric M. Whitlock. Ryan Wilkie. Ronald Eugene Woodard. Victoria Lee Worley.
It is a tradition that the Doctor of Chiropractic graduates take an oath to commit themselves to professionalism and to be a patient-centered master clinician. Doctor of Chiropractic graduates, please rise and raise your right hand and repeat after me as you will now take the chiropractic oath. Additionally, we would like all doctors of chiropractic joining us virtually today to please stand and join us in reaffirming their commitment by reciting the oath with the graduates. Thank you, and please recite after me. I do hereby affirm before God and these assembled witnesses that I will keep this oath and life commitment to hold in esteem and respect those who taught me this chiropractic healing art, to follow the methods of treatment which, according to my ability and judgment, I consider for the highest benefit of my patients, to abstain from whatever is deleterious and unethical, and to stand ready at all times to serve my fellow man, without distinction of race, creed, or color. With purity, I will pass my life and practice my art. I will at all times consider the patients under my care to be of supreme importance. I will not spare myself in providing my patients the care I have been taught to give by my alma mater. I will keep inviolate all things revealed to me as a physician while I continue to faithfully keep this oath. May it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of the chiropractic healing art, respected by all people at all times. Congratulations. Please welcome back the president of Parker University, Dr. William Morgan.
Each graduate was given a Parker University Challenge coin. And it's kind of a symbol of your accomplishments here, and it's a memento we'd like you to keep so that you can remember your time here. Now, the history of these coins go back to Vietnam, in the time of the war, where Army Special Forces units developed their own unit coins, their challenge coins. And the coins were created to commemorate the hardships they'd been through, the training they'd been through, and the comrades they left behind, and the comrades that they separated from as they left. And whenever these Special Forces troops got together, they might be at a place where the libations are served, they would get their coins out and tap them on the counter. And if you didn't have the coin, you were required to buy that round. Now, we've placed on this coin two of our favorite Parker principles. Loving service is my first technique, and develop a compassion to serve that is greater than the compulsion to survive. Please keep these coins with you as a token of your time here at Parker.
Congratulations, graduates. While this isn't the graduation that you thought of when you started Parker University 10 trimesters ago, I hope you'll keep in mind the importance of mindset. Many years ago at my own graduation, I read the following poem, and I think it applies today more than ever. One ship sails east and the other west, while the same side breezes blow. For it's the set of the sail and not the gale that determines which way they go. I hope you'll set your sails on success, and I look forward to seeing you in the port you land in. Congratulations.
Now it is time for my favorite part of the ceremony. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by the authority vested in me as president of Parker University by the Board of Trustees and the great state of Texas, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Doctor of Chiropractic, Master of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Master of Science in Clinical Neuroscience, Master of Science in Neuroscience, Bachelor of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems, Bachelor of Science in General Studies, Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management, Bachelor of Science with a major in Anatomy, Bachelor of Science degree with a major in Health and Wellness, Associate of Applied Science in Massage Therapy, Associate of Applied Science in Occupational Therapy, Associate of Applied Science in Radiologic Technology, Associate of Science in General Studies, Associate of Science in Health Information Technology, Certificate in Information Technology, Certificate in Massage Therapy, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities hitherto pertaining. Honored guest, please join me in congratulating the 127 newest graduates from Parker University. I would now like to welcome Dr. Drew Reif to lead us in our closing benediction.
Please join me in prayer. The graduation benediction by St. Francis of Assisi. God, make me a channel of thy peace, that where there is hatred, I may bring love, that where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness, that where there is discord, I may bring harmony, that where there is error, I may bring truth, that where there is doubt, I may bring faith, that where there is despair, I may bring hope, that where there are shadows, I may bring thy light, that where there is sadness, I may bring joy. God, grant that I may seek rather to comfort than to be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by giving that one receives. It is self-forgetting that one finds. It is by forgiving that one is forgiven. And it is by dying that one awakens to eternal life. Amen.
I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for your accomplishments. Today marks a major milestone in your lives, and I cannot wait to see what you accomplish in the future. Thank you for joining us today, and know that I am proud to be your president, and I look forward to celebrating your successes.
What's up? It's the Shark Damon John here, and congratulations to the August 2020 Parker University graduating class of the Doctor of Chiropractic program on becoming doctors of chiropractic. You know, I just got to say to you honestly, as coming out of school right now and to be business owners and entrepreneurs and chiropractors this time, it's really challenging. I'm not going to lie. However, I got to look at it like this. You're being baptized by fire, and all the old guard and the way things that people did, business the old ways, those are no longer here. And you're coming out learning the new ways that people are doing business. And more importantly, you wanted to be a chiropractor, so you want to add value to people's lives and change their lives. And now with telemedicine and various other things, if you decide to open up your own business and, eventually I'm sure you will, if you're not going to start immediately, your imprint will not be that big. A lot of people are now working, obviously, over the internet and over cell phones and social media. And the most important thing, though, is to always over-deliver for the customer, especially in a high-touch business. If they can't physically come in and you can put your hands on and see them, so you know what you do, you give, and then you sell. Wherever you are touching your customer, whether it's telemed or whether it's on the web or it's on your site, it's on social media, remember, keep giving information every single day on how they can improve their lives, because that's the real and the main reason you're in this business, to help people improve their lives. And when somebody like me, who you always see me, I have a bad posture that I know you all want to get your hands on. When you see me, if you keep giving me information every day or every week on how I can do things to help myself daily before I even get to you, then the minute that I really need you, I'm going to come to you. Or when I'm talking to friends and family members of mine, or even in the public, when I talk about things I've learned from you giving me information, I'm going to recommend you to them. And remember, at the end of the day, that's why you're doing it, to help people, to improve their lives, and even save lives in some cases. So thank you so much for putting in all the hard work you did. The hardest part is actually over. Now, everything that you're doing is going to pay off as long as you stay focused, you think about the customer, you take affordable steps, and you use all that's going on in this world to how you're going to reshape the model of your industry. Congratulations on this amazing milestone and this amazing achievement. All the best.
Parker University, August 2020 graduates. Congratulations. I'm Dr. Stephen Brooks. I'm a Parker University graduate of 1999, and I'm your recently elected chairman of the Board of Trustees. On behalf of my fellow Board of Trustees, congratulations. Job well done. You guys have done a phenomenal job, and there you go. It's time to set sail. Time to go out there, do what you've been trained to do, be successful. Parker principals right over my shoulder here have been with us for so many years. They're the foundation of life. They're the foundation of business. They lead you to ultimate success in all areas and all aspects. You guys have been through a lot. Tornado in October, COVID 2020, but you persevered, you've rose to the occasion, and you've conquered. This is going to be a piece of cake past this point. Congratulations, guys. I'm glad to call you fellow alumni. I can't wait to see you out and about, helping society, helping everybody in every aspect that you guys do. Remember your training. You've been given the tools for success. Now go get them. Congratulations, graduates. Welcome.
Hey guys, congratulations on graduating. I know that this is not the journey that you signed up for, but you've come through it beautifully, and you should be proud of yourselves for all the work that you've done these last several months to get to where you are. I look forward to seeing you guys graduate and serve your communities. If how you've come through these last few months is any sort of testament to how great you're going to be in your future careers, I am just really looking forward to it. Congratulations again.